All right, good Wednesday afternoon to you. I'm Fox 16 Chief Meteorologist Joel Young here alongside
KARK Chief Meteorologist Todd Jacobian, and I would like to welcome Joel back from vacation.
That's right. How was the cold?
Yeah, you did. How cold was it where you were?
I think it only got down into the 20s, which is still cold for
17
for
here.
South. Yeah, the wind chill got down into the upper teens, but I was sleeping through that. So, the cold front came through while I was. So, for those of you who maybe didn't catch, I talked about this some last week, but I ran a half marathon in Biloxi, Gulfport, Biloxi. So it started in Gulfport, ended in Biloxi. And the cold front was coming through during the race. So the race started with light drizzle, light rain, around 60 degrees at 7 o'clock. And by the time I finished up the race, the wind chill was down to about 39, 40 degrees. So it was a drop through the entire race. I started out with a raincoat, and I was trying to ditch it halfway through. But we finished, and it wasn't
How did you place?
out of like 1,900, it was like 200 something or 280 something. I mean, finished just under 2 hours. So
How many miles?
it's 13.1.
Oh, it was a half marathon. Oh, half marathon.
Yeah, not quite a full.
You've done full marathons.
I've never done a full.
Are you going to?
Never done a full. Maybe one day, but that takes so much Like, you got to be more diligent.
How did you feel after doing 13 miles?
This last time, not as great because I didn't train as much for this one.
Yeah.
I just kind of, it was noticeable.
Yeah.
But you always feel much better after the race, obviously.
Yeah.
And there's gumbo at the end of the race on this one.
goodness,
So that was, it was so good.
I wonder how many calories you burn.
I don't know, but I was so hungry by lunchtime. I was like, I got my food last, but I finished it first. So, like Brad was on the phone with his mom, and she's like, well, what did y'all get? And he's like, Joel had a sandwich. Like, it was so gone.
I could just picture you right now.
I was just like, it's gone. But yeah, it was fun. I was telling Jenna earlier. So the very end of the race, or toward the very end in the last mile, there's this on ramp onto the interstate that you have to get on. And obviously the incline is tough because you're already exhausted at about 11 miles. And but I didn't think about the fact that on-ramp is slanted. So when you're running up it, not only are you dealing with an incline, there's this sideways step you're doing. It's not fun. They should have just extended it a little further and made it all flat. But
I'd never met somebody, well, actually, I can't say that, but somebody who actually takes vacation days to go run 13 miles.
I did. I signed up for it about 6 months ago, and that's the thing. You never know what the weather's going to be when you sign up for it. And I really didn't look at the forecast for it until toward the end of it. Because if I do, I'm just like in my head about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of wait until the last minute. And I looked. I was like, I had not trained in rain or wind because on those days I slept.
Why do you train on that? I mean, that just tells you.
That's the thing. You have to train. You
But
need.
what's the purpose of training? Just to tell you, hey, this is really gonna be bad. I was gonna use another word.
I could tell you.
This is really going to. When you do this for real, is that the training just to get you in the frame of mind? Like, boy, you don't know what you got yourself into.
It's the endurance part of it that you're training for the most. But yeah,
All right.
It's also like for different weather, you obviously have to dress differently, and you're supposed to train in all weathers, so you're prepared in case whatever weather you get. But anyway,
well, I would just say go get in the what's it called, treadmill or something.
See, that's boring. I don't, especially if it's facing a blank wall.
You watch a TV.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can't stand a treadmill.
Okay.
Feels like you're making no progress. I will.
Do not get Joel a treadmill.
If you got me a treadmill, oh boy! But anyway.
It was used.
But yeah, no, I didn't run any the last couple of days I was there. We went to the aquarium. That was really cool.
Yeah, I saw pictures of that.
So
where was that? In Gulfport.
In Gulfport. So the original one was called Marine Life. Hurricane Katrina wiped it out in 2005. It took them about 15 years to build it all back together.
Oh my gosh!
Well, it wasn't the actual Marine Life that rebuilt. So it just. And what's crazy is, and I worked in Biloxi for a couple of years back in
what station was it?
WLOX.
Okay.
I was there for 2 years, from 2013 until 2015. And that was about 10 years after Katrina. So when I was there was 10 years of recovery that had been made. But when you go back there now, it's incredible how much it's grown, because they've had another 10 years of recovery since then. But Katrina was, there's still, blank slabs down there.
I remember traveling on that highway a long time ago between Gulfport and Biloxi, and it was in '08. And I remember seeing big piles of junk even then. I was like, have they not cleaned that stuff up yet? And I guess
it just took so long. And the insurance becomes a big factor.
Yeah.
There's a lot more growth north of I-10, which is farther inland, because the insurance is just cheaper. So
yeah, I can't imagine what insurance rates are on.
I saw they were building homes between the beach and Highway 90 here recently. I'm like, who's going to buy that?
Yeah, that's
people
dangerous
who
stuff.
have never experienced a hurricane. I don't know. That part kind of blew my mind. But there's just a ton of development down there. It's just always good to go back.
And that's why we're landlocked in Arkansas. So we have our own worries here.
We have our own concerns. But, our forecast right now is relatively quiet.
It is.
So we're happy to see. It's mild. Let's check out this beautiful view here.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, my goodness. You can see for inches. Maybe not.
Maybe an inch.
Maybe an inch.
It is just a gloomy, nasty day. Just drizzly. But, I will say, obviously, this isn't the case at the surface. This is just a lot of low cloud coverage there. But
fog is in the forecast.
Fog tonight, yes. We're at 51 degrees right now.
2.51.
2.51. There is fog at the surface, but the visibility, and this is at the top of the Simmons Bank Tower. So you're
saturated.
Totally saturated.
And there's drizzle, too, on the radar. I got, it cranked up. The DBZ levels are low, but you can see those are areas of light showers and drizzle that are moving through, where it's the intermittent on your windshield wipers. You're not doing low. You're doing intermittent.
Yeah, this is also the time of year whenever I feel like whenever I'm on the phone with my dad, I have to tell him, like, turn off your windshield wipers. They're clearly not working. I can hear them in the background. I'm like, he needs new windshield wipers.
Yeah.
But, This is the time you only need it just every now and then.
I got to do my Buck Rogers story.
Quick swipe. Okay, yeah.
All right, so there. That's Buck Rogers.
The one on the right.
So, Little Rock native Gil Gerard, who played Buck Rogers from the hit show back in the 80s, he passed away at the age of 82. And
that was the breaking news today. If you didn't,
it
just recently broke.
And I didn't know he was in pretty poor health. But anyway, 82. So I had the opportunity. He graduated from Holy Souls, where I went to school. And then, his picture's on the wall there. And, it's like, you always go by there when in the 80s. There's Buck Rogers, when the show was big. Yeah. And then at Catholic High, his picture's on the walls there. He's in the yearbooks, Buck Rogers, Gil Gerard. But I had the chance to meet him. But Father Tribu, it's funny because the story I remember with Buck Rogers, I'm sorry, I'm just going to call him Gil Gerard.
No, you're fine.
I always known him as Buck Rogers. But the story involves three people, and now they're all gone. They're all passed. And that's Father Tribu, who used to be the principal, Gil Gerard, and one of my classmates, Andrew Immel. And Father Tribu would have people come in and talk to us, kind of motivational speakers. Sure. Lou Holtz was one of them.
Okay.
He would have Jerry Jones would come in. But he would have Gil Gerard come in and talk to the students every now and then. And one time he was at the school, and I was a senior, okay? And I had Father Tribu for English. So if any of you know Father Tribu or knew Father Tribu, he was an extreme disciplinarian. I wouldn't say extreme, but that's what he was known for.
I've heard this from others who
not extreme. Yeah. But he loved everybody. But you did something wrong. You knew about it.
He was
strict,
stern,
very strict. Okay. Yes, that Father Tribu justice. That the punishments he served. But anyway, so you were never late to his class.
Okay.
Never late, because you're in big trouble if you're late.
Sure.
And so the English class, you got there on time. Well, Buck Rogers was at the school doing something. I'm sorry, Gil Gerard was at the school doing something. And Andrew Immel, one of my classmates, he died shortly after we graduated, but he was late.
He was late for his talk?
To Father Tribu's English class. Oh, okay. And I'm in the English class, and we're like, where's Immel? We always call him by his last. Where's Immel? And so he stumbles in. He was, football player. He kind of stumbles in and everything. And Tribu looked at him and said, "Where have you been?" And he just put this big smile on his face. "I was peeing with Buck Rogers." He used the bathroom. Tribu was laughing, let it go, but he was so immersed in the fact that Gil Gerard was there, and he was, was in the restroom with
And
Buck
at that
Rogers.
point, once you start laughing at the obviously Father Tribu was laughing at that point.
Yes,
It's
he
like,
was.
how do you then continue?
You can't punish him, and the whole class was laughing because he was so excited that he was in the restroom.
Go sit down.
So anyway, that's my Gil Gerard story. And then I met him here. This was at a golf tournament in Maumelle back in 2006, I believe, and I got the chance to meet him. But yeah, he was.
That's a great memory. That's a great story.
Yeah, and all three of those people are now gone, so it's kind of sad.
It is. But
yeah,
Todd's still here. Notable alumni.
To tell the story
That's
about.
right.
I peed with Buck Rogers.
That's really
all right.
fun.
Back to weather. We've got a lot to talk about here because I've got a huge pile of snow in my backyard, 4 feet, and I think it's going to melt by the time we get to Christmas.
So are you going to pull up the snowpack map and you're going to have like a little dot right over Little Rock?
Yeah, that's right.
So, we knew it was coming. Look, when the temperature gets cold enough, there's a 100% chance of snow in Todd's backyard.
Right. When it's 27 or colder, you better believe it.
So how's Andrea? How's she feeling about
Bad.
this snowpack?
Not happy.
Not
happy.
Did you do it without telling her? Did you?
Oh, no, she knew. She moved the snow machine in the middle of the night, too, to spread it out over the yard. So
and then got mad?
She knows, she accepts, she's mad. It's a process.
Yeah.
So
but it'll melt. It's melted fairly quickly, probably. Well, it's a pile. If it's a pile, it's not going to melt. It'll be snert next week.
That's it right now. That was
It's already pretty snurty.
It's snurty.
In case you didn't know, snert is the combination of snow and dirt.
Yeah.
Snert.
Snert.
It's usually kind of gray.
Usually it's because I think cars, the junk from cars and the dirt kind of gets on it and all that. But not in my backyard. It's got, my dog was going crazy.
Sure.
Oh, she was just running
Piper,
back.
Right?
Piper. And there's this 4-foot pile. She's climbing up and, trying to get sliding. And it was hilarious.
You have video of this?
No, I
need to get video.
I said, Andrea, record. She was talking to somebody. I'm like, Andrea, record. And anyway, didn't get video of it.
That's funny.
All right.
Well, so we got more rain on the way. Light rain, kind of a drizzle overnight, perhaps, and then it becomes a little bit heavier tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have a ton of thunderstorms out of it. We might hear a rumble of thunder or two tomorrow, but Todd's going to walk you through here. It looks like you've got the forecast track pulled up.
Yeah, this is at midnight. It's just simply showing here light rain showers, fog, drizzle across the state, and I don't think the temperatures are going to move much tonight.
They might actually come up a little bit.
You're right.
The sun comes up.
And that's what that shows there. It's got it going up to 59 degrees. It goes from 55 to 59 while you're sleeping. So there's the front coming in, and so we're going to have showers more concentrated in northwest Arkansas, maybe a rumble of thunder, but this is mainly rain. If we get any thunderstorms, I would look at those areas towards Batesville, Jonesboro, into the Missouri, Boot Heel, and Tennessee. But you see at the lunch hour, and I got to adjust this front because there will be rain and then rapid clearing and wind with this too. There'll be rapid clearing as soon as that line of showers and thunderstorms passes by. Well, that's showing some pretty interesting storm activity east of Arkansas by 5 o'clock tomorrow, but we're dry here. Wind, sunshine, and the rain's gone.
Yeah, so sun might even pop out, and it could be like a quick, abrupt clearing right behind that front.
I think
once
so.
It comes through. So it's like a light rain leading up to that front, and then it gets a little heavier as the front moves through, and then it clears out. So, and then beyond that, overall, it's a little colder on Friday. We can pull up highs here, high temperatures for the next few days.
Yeah.
And I'll have to look and see if I have any fronts drawn on here. Why is that not advancing? There we go. So actually that works out. That front is about right. Excuse me. So that front comes through Thursday afternoon, and then by Friday, our highs are near 50 degrees. But what was the high on Sunday, by the way? I meant to ask.
I'm not quite. I think it reached 34, 35.
Okay.
But I can look that up real quick. But it was cold.
Yeah. But briefly. And that was something we mentioned before, that it was going to be quick to move in, quick to move out.
But it wasn't.
I brought all that warm back from South Mississippi.
So it's your fault.
Well, I brought the cold to them, and I brought the warmth back. So.
Yeah. So
wait, it's my fault that the cold didn't last long enough?
Yes.
Is that your complaint?
It's December. It's not supposed to be warm in December.
No, but, whenever you do have a little bit of a warm-up this time of year, it usually involves clouds, drizzle. And
41 was the high at midnight. I don't remember what the afternoon high was.
Technically.
Yeah, that's the way
I feel like sometimes the high needs to be measured from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m., like rather than midnight to midnight.
Tell the boys in the lab that.
Yeah, I don't feel like, Anyway, but then, so it's a roller coaster ride of temperatures. Friday's a little colder, then Saturday warms up again, then we get a little cooler again early next week.
And this is what, if you can punch over to Max 1. So
are we going swimming?
Well, we aren't, but I don't know if you knew that Santa Claus is going to take a dip in the pool.
What is happening?
Yeah, so he doesn't land on roofs this year. He's going to be landing in the swimming pool, taking a dip,
Yeah.
I
get that makes sense. It's going to be warm.
Okay. What did you think I was going to have Santa do?
I just saw the pool at first, and I'm like, do you have the wrong graphic up? That's funny.
Excuse me.
So
anyway,
Santa's going swimming.
And then he'll, drop off his gifts and be on his way. But these are the top 5 warmest Christmas days on record for Little Rock. And, of course, number 1 was 78 degrees back in 2021. I will not forget that. I was miserable. It was a terrible Christmas.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. And then 2019, it was 70 degrees. I think that's the range that we're going towards, that 4 or 5 spot on the list.
Wow.
And this is what I've got. Well, hold on. Wrong graphic. I got to touch that one up. There's Mr. Bob Clausen.
How's it going? Great.
Yes. So Bob wants the Red Ryder BB gun.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going 69 degrees on Christmas Eve and then 70 on Christmas Day.
Yeah. It's not excited about that.
If it was only 40 degrees colder.
Just 40 degrees.
Just 40 degrees colder.
And, and we got to look beyond that. And do we have any cold air that kind of looks like it gets in here by the new year? I
think the 27th, it shows a front coming in. I don't think it brings cold, but it knocks the edge off of that near record warmth.
Well, hopefully nothing severe.
That's what you got to watch for.
Yeah, that's this time of year. Anytime you have temperatures that warm, you're able to get enough instability and get enough wind shear in here. It can be problem. So
it's a problem.
But thankfully, other than tomorrow's rain, things look relatively quiet the next several days. So if you've got some Christmas shopping to do, maybe tomorrow's not the day necessarily with the rain, but doesn't look bad this weekend.
Yeah, I'm looking here at the Euro raw data here in the numbers. It's got mid 70s through the 27th, and then it starts to drop off after that. So
maybe around the new year.
Maybe.
Which is it always blows. Christmas always sneaks up on me. And then New Year's is a week away.
Do all your shopping?
What's that?
Do all your shopping? Have you done it?
No, I have not finished all the Christmas shopping. I'll get there this weekend.
So there's the front right there. I'm looking at it on our model data here. It's got it coming in this Saturday. So Christmas is on Thursday. This has got the front coming through on Friday night and Saturday. Now, what happens if it speeds up?
Well, if that front speeds up,
that's possible.
Faster.
I'd love for the front to arrive during Christmas without any, thunderstorms.
Then we'd have to work.
Well, if there's thunderstorms, no.
Yeah,
I mean, if there aren't thunderstorms.
Wanted to quickly give shout-outs on Facebook here if you're tuning in behind the scenes. Jamie Rushing watching from Sullivan, Alabama. I really appreciate Jamie for continuing to follow along all these years since I've been on this side of the river. Lyndon Lunsford says, good job, Todd and Joel. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Lyndon. And then we have...
I did not say that.
Brian... What?
I did not say that.
Brian Dale said...
No, don't.
I mean, it's on here.
It's on Facebook. That doesn't mean it needs to be here. But no, I did not say that. I just dropped the reindeer off at the pool.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Santa's dropping the kids off.
About to record. So we got to kind of quiet down just a little bit. There's Caroline Derby.
But, yeah, it's kind of a bummer with temperatures that mild going into Christmas. But at least.
We got I'm sorry, I just spit. We got an early Christmas gift today from weatherbell.com.
Oh, yeah?
Did you get my text?
Oh, yes, I did. The GF.
So
GFS
now
AI.
we had AI models that we already had the Euro, but now the GFS AI GraphCast.
So we're gonna have to see how that works.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be pretty darn good, as from what I've
Better than
Christopher.
the GFS?
Well, Christopher's been subscribing to a site that's had it already.
Okay.
And he says it's really good.
Well, that's
So
good to
now we
hear.
have 2 AI models to look at that are on Weather Bell, but that's exciting for forecasting.
That is. I'll have to explore that,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like there's always a little time that I want to see. How's it doing? Before I really give
Right.
it a whole lot of credit. Let's see.
And,
What
and it's going to be interesting to see their agreements and disagreements
Right.
because AI is disagreeing with itself. What?
I was just giving a shout out to Dolores real quick from Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Always appreciate my former viewers over in Mississippi for continuing to tune in. So,
Those are your people.
my people.
That's right. And then it warms up again after that. So, do we have any winter coming our way?
I mean, we still have January and February, but I mean, but this shouldn't be really totally surprising. We talked about before we went into a weak La Nina. Maybe it is overall a warm season, but you get occasional big dips in cold.
Right. High variability, which this is the question that I have now, and I've got to work the numbers, but you have the first 15 days of December, and it's going to be well below average. So the last
second
15 days, what's that going to do? Is it going to bring our average monthly temperature above? Because we haven't had a below average December in 12 years.
So is this going to break? Is this going to avoid?
The question was it cold enough the first half of December so that when the
overall.
if the warm fights back like it's going to, will it be enough to overcome that? So
It'll be interesting at the end of the month when we look at the calendar where every day is like either blue where it's below average, red above average, and the first half of the month. Remember the
Blue.
first 5 days we didn't get above 40 degrees.
yeah, we're stuck in the 30s.
And it was real cold that
Right.
week. So we
And-
started out this month with freezing rain.
We did, and now we're going into a period where the low temperature next week is going to be higher than the average high temperature. The low temperature will be warmer than the average high temperature. Think about that. That's not good.
And those lows are going to be warmer than any day that we had earlier in the month.
Yes, I mean this is some meteorologists are calling it a heat dome. No,
That's a summertime
that's a summer
term.
thing. I
Yeah.
think that's hype. The social media hype machine cranking a full blast.
Heat dome in
dome?
December. Get out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. But
you got to be careful who you follow.
Yeah, for sure. And we've talked about that before. We won't get back on that soapbox, but obviously we have one unhappy camper in here about the forecast for Christmas.
Yeah, me too. We got jackets. Join the club.
Yeah, but anyway, so but overall, like I said, tomorrow we can walk you through the forecast track here again. Just walking through tomorrow. So tonight there might be a little. We've already got some fog out there. We might drop down to about 50, and then we may climb actually between midnight and sunrise on Thursday. We might be around 60 degrees early in the morning. Clouds, showers, drizzle, fog probably as well. And then through the day, scattered light showers. Notice you might get a little peak in intensity of the precip right around midday as that front moves through, and then behind that,
Bye, Bob.
cold front comes through and
Write an essay telling me about what you want for Christmas. And now Kevin Kelly, the deans of TV news. The other thing I want to bring up, and I talked to Jenna about this yesterday on Arkansas Storm Team Live. I love looking at my favorite teleconnection is the EPO, the Eastern Pacific Oscillation. And in its negative phase, that means Alaskan ridging, and that typically means colder air coming. In its positive phase, it means warmer air for us because there's troughing in Alaska, and that just sends Pacific air, milder air throughout the country. Well, the model is once again contradicting itself, where it shows a dip in the EPO.
what day? I'm looking at the time frame there. What?
It starts on the 22nd, goes all the way
below.
through Christmas.
But is there a lag?
There usually isn't that much of a lag. No, if there is, it's maybe a day or so.
Okay.
But it's consistently showing a dip. The EPO taking a big dip next week, significant one too. The mean and the control It's a significant dip, which to me in the wintertime, that means cold air. But the modeling is completely against that.
Or is the cold air, and I've got to look because obviously I've had a couple of days off, but does it show the cold air maybe missing us to the northeast?
No. Well, it does go to, there is cold air going to New England, that far northeast, yes.
So
but
it
usually,
does, so you can get ridging up there, but it ends up shoving in a different direction.
but usually that's not what happens. That's the thing. It usually comes down the plains because it's a cold signal for the central and eastern United States, not just the eastern United States. It's a cold signal. And let me go to the AI. How much time do we have here? AI ensembles. I wish I could show this stuff to you right now, but I'll just tell you what it doesn't really show. This is on Christmas Eve. It really doesn't show the ridge going up into Alaska. It's south of Alaska.
Yeah.
So
So it's not like far enough north for it to shove that cold air south.
right. And so I'm just wondering if that ridge is stronger and connects with that ridge, does that come south? Is that what it's seeing? Like a little piece of this coming south? And the models aren't picking up on that?
I don't think it would come from that direction, though.
Well, the NAO is going strongly negative. But I'm wondering if something here would break off and cool. I don't know.
There are chunks, though, that take it farther south out in the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
That trough out in the Pacific is just is killing any cold weather chances. I mean, it's just that trough out there.
Yeah. But anyway, so warmer than average the next several days, which we were talking about this even before the last cold snap, that when we do warm up, we stay warm, and then it would stick around for a little while, at least up to Christmas. We were thinking maybe around Christmas there would be a push of colder air, and it looks like it may be after Christmas. So as you can see there, I'll go back to Todd's graphic here. Christmas Eve, we're looking at highs around 69 and then 70 on Christmas Day.
Boo.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nobody wants 70s at Christmas. I don't think anybody wants that.
I think,
unless you're down under.
well, I think most people, they want to be able to go outside and, have the kids play with their toys and all that. But we can do that with 50s and 60s instead of 70.
Yeah. No, I agree. 50s would be perfect. I know you like a white Christmas and everything.
Yeah, well, in Arkansas, you're just not going to get it.
No, exactly. So anyway, warmer than average, that's what we're talking about. And we're, of course, going to have more on that coming up at 4, 5, and 6 on KARK. Todd will be there, and I'll be on Fox 16 News at 5:30 and 6:30 as well as 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, and thank you very much for joining us. Hope that you have a great rest of your day. We'll keep our, remember, for Christmas is a little bit more than a week away, and rarely do forecasts a week away go exactly as you plan, but it does look above average.
Yep.
All right.
Real quickly, going to give a shout out. John Ross here, commenting on Facebook, says today is his birthday. He's 36 years old.
Happy birthday, John.
All right. We'll go ahead and wrap up this edition of Arkansas Storm Team Live. Again, tune in tonight on KARK and on Fox 16. We'll have updates on what you can expect in the days leading up to Christmas. We'll see you then.